Hi everyone, you're with Lucy from Art Shed Angel, and today I'm going to take you through doing a project that's just a little bit like Picasso. So there's not very much you need. If you like this, please make sure you click that subscribe button and also join us on live art journaling and self-development where we do these projects live. The links are all below. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some bits of paper. Now I've just got some wrapping paper here and I'm cutting it into geometric shapes. So it doesn't matter, it can be music paper, it can be coloured paper, whatever you like. And we're doing these geometric shapes that we're going to stick onto the background. And we're going to do that so that we actually have something to look through. We don't want to cover it up completely. So the first thing is we're just going to do that. I'm going to use matte medium to stick this on. So it's matte medium that I'm using, but you could use gel medium. So I'm just sticking them down and very randomly putting them down because those lines, those straight lines, are going to help us with that kind of cubism look that we want to have in our Picasso styled artwork. So just stick them down. Don't try to think too much about where you're putting them. So now that we have stuck our paper down, we are going to put some Dylusions paint. You can use other acrylics, but I'm using Cherry Pie, Campso Teal and Lemon Zest, and I'm using a paper mill applicator to put the paint down. The important thing here is to maintain transparency, so don't put your paint that thick on that you can't see through. You can see here that in all cases you can see through to the paper. So just give it a coat. This is totally up to you. Just spread some colour around. This is where you're just playing and having a good time. You're not trying to sort of orchestrate anything. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a Posca pen. Now Posca pens do blend if you watercolour over the top, but that's not going to matter in this case. And what you're going to do is do just heaps and heaps of geometric lines over this space. Just keep drawing lines. They're only fine and you can't actually draw too many. This is going to help us with revealing a picture or a face. So just continue and put lots and lots of lines. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at our pictures. Now you may see a face, may see a dog, you may see a flower. What I'm looking here is I see a little bit of a face emerging, and I'm using not only the lines from my Posca pen to find this, I'm also using the lines from the paper below, and that was why it was so important to maintain that transparency. So this is a bit of fun. You know, I've had people say, I can't see anything, but a few minutes later they're going, oh no, I can see such and such. So this is the fun part now. Start letting it reveal itself. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take some acrylic in white, or you can use gesso, whatever you like, and I'm going to start highlighting those bits of the face that I can see. So I see an eye there, and I've actually added the white in the eyes. And I'm just going to do it very transparent. I'm doing a lot of dry brushing actually. And by doing different amounts of transparency, I'm making this face reveal itself. So once I've revealed my face and I feel like I've got somebody appearing there, I'm going to take some black, and this is just black acrylic. You could use your Dylusions paint to do this. And what I'm doing is I'm doing shading in these areas. So over the top of this white, I'm just doing some grey shading to give some shape to the face. And you can see this is just dry brushed again. And it's such a revealing thing, and it's a bit of playfulness. And I'm putting some of the lines in that I can still see and shading them so that this person still has this kind of broken, mismatched face, which turns out to be quite nice. I'm painting the lips in here, and now I'm thinking I'm going to do a little bit just of shading to give the shape. And now I'm thinking some hair. So I'm using gold here, some just gold acrylic paint I have. The link is also below in the page. This is Cornelius and Sons, or Robinson's Sons, sorry, paints. And you can see I've chosen an area for the hair in the gold. And then I'm also going to do some shading over the top of that gold, making sure that you're drying off your work. Now what we want to do is we want to establish a background. So each of these little squares or triangles or shapes or that in the background, I'm darkening them because that's going to help this little person come out. And this is where I need to think of some highlighting of some of the lines so that I can enhance the lines and make the person look like they're there. So here we are putting some edges around the nose, a crazy eyebrow across, and you can see by putting those darker areas we're putting more detail in. So this one's a little bit further down the track, but what you can see here is I've also decided that I want to have some arms and a bit of a body on this person, and I'm going to do that by darkening the areas around and leaving the colour behind for the clothes. So, have a look at it and see what you see in this picture. And you can see here I've decided on a hand and an arm and everything, and as I paint it'll reveal itself, so please watch. To finish off this lovely little project, I'm adding lots of different bits of colour. I'm using some more Dylusions paints and I'm filling in sections, making those clothes really pop. So I'm also going to be adding a bit of white, and if you watch the sped up video of the rest of the finalisation of this, it's quite fun to watch. So you see something emerge, and I've got a little surprise right at the end of what I add to it, because I see some lines there at the top that I'd like to do something with. So if you enjoy my videos and you'd like to see more projects, I'd love you to subscribe. Click that bell so that you get out my updates and you know when other videos come in. So you'd also very, very welcome to join our group, Live Art Journaling and Self-Development. The link is below if you click the button. So thank you everybody. Watch the end. There is a little surprise, like I said, and I really enjoyed being here with you. Thank you.